Alrighty, so before lunch, you all filled out a survey. Now, I haven't seen the results. They plugged them in, and these guys will tell you, I haven't even looked at them yet. So, survey says, as they say on TV. All right, so let's take a look. What's this question? About ROI. How do we do ROI? Best resource efficiency, 71%. Lowest unit cost, 19%. But what do we know it's all about? We know it's all about flow, right? So we look at only 10% of the answers that we got had anything to do that we focus on best flow. So we're definitely caught in the cost world. Let's look at the organization focus. Oh, this is beautiful. What do we focus on? 36% of the time we focus on cost. But look what happens is we oscillate back and forth 61% of the time. Anytime that you see an oscillation in a company, it's a result of an unresolved conflict. So you've got two things that you're trying to do at the same time, and they're directly in conflict with each other. I want to increase revenue. At the same time, I want to improve margin. Well, you think that one thing that those things are in conflict, right? But in order to increase revenue, what do I want to do? Decrease price, right? Because I can sell more. But in order to maintain my margins, what do I want to do? Increase price. So what happens? Do you see this in your companies where you go through increase, decrease, increase, decrease, increase, decrease to resolve an unresolved conflict? So it looks like we've got some very conflicted companies in here. And we've got about 61% that are experiencing that oscillation. All right, so let's look at complexity. Boy, that's not a surprise. We got 3% of people in here says the complexity's gone down. I would like to talk to you afterwards. I really would. So we've got 4% that said about the same, and then the rest of you said that it has increased. Not surprising, right? ERP ability. Oh, there is a resounding endorsement of ERP. You notice how it says excellent? 0%. 0%, 6% good. And what's interesting is that when we talk to companies that are implementing demand-driven, the first thing they say is, well, everything's got to stay on our ERP system. Your ERP system doesn't do it. Can't do it. By definition, can't do it. Built on an entirely different science and whole different belief system. All the ERP are all based on the MRP methodology, which was conceived in the 50s, codified in the 60s, commercialized in the 70s, and hasn't changed. Not their fault. What's interesting is that when MRP2 came about, that's when we closed the loop to financials. Now, which financials are the ERP system going to embed? Managerial accounting or cost accounting? Well, one is managerial accounting is different by company. Cost accounting is a standard. It's the same across every company. It's called generally accepted accounting practice, international accounting practice. It's all the same. If you're a software company, which one are you going to embed? The one that's the same for everybody, not one off. So it's not their fault. Don't be mad at them. But yeah, you can see poor and moderate. Wow, 94%. Spreadsheets. Oh, yes. So where do we use spreadsheets to augment planning? And this is where I love the conversation with senior executives. I love doing senior executive sessions because they honestly believe that people are using the ERP software. You know, they said, we spent millions of euros on it, and they're using it. They use it every day. And I said, yeah, they do. To export to Excel, and then they manipulate in Excel. And you have to ask yourself, why do planners export to Excel and manipulate in Excel? Because they like Excel? No, because they're trying to survive. They're trying to come up with some kind of relevant information, and the stuff that's coming from the system is just too noisy.